If we're like hurting for food, we can always come back here, hope that stuff respawns. Is that a weapons rack? There's a freaking wooden shield and a crossbow and an iron axe. Hold on, hold on. I did not expect any of this stuff to be in the store. Hey, welcome back everybody. The Accidental Survivor here, and we're back with a brand new series of The Infected. And I just spawned in. We are on the beta branch. We are on the beta branch for the new update, starting our new series, and we are here. And what I want to do, I'm not going back to the swamp. We're actually going to go down to this large city right here, and we're going to make our base inside the city. That's what the plan is. I went ahead and maxed out the number of Vambies that are on this, you know, on a horde or on a swarm at any given time. There are Vambies swarming the POIs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up the stats of what we're working with right over here, and you can see exactly what we're dealing with on our difficulty level. And then I'll be right back. Okay, that is done. You can see what we're working with. I'm just taking a look over here. We're not going that direction, but we got to start. We need to go ahead and make us a stone spear, or a wooden spear. We need all kinds of stuff. We need a stone, sticks. Here we go. Stick, stone. Let's go ahead and make us. I think with a stick and a stone, we can make an axe. Yes. All right, we got our axe. Now we can go ahead and get some more sticks and stones and make a spear. Well, maybe not more stones, but definitely more sticks. Let's get a few more of these. I don't want to be walking around without any kind of weapon whatsoever. Is that a frog? I don't know why I'm taking him right away, because we really can't use him just yet. All right, we got sticks. We got another stone. I think we've got fiber as well. Let's go ahead and craft us a spear. But I think we need a stone blade for that. And let's go ahead and craft. I don't remember what the recipe called for a spear. So we're going to go ahead and do that stone spear. Craft it. There we go. We now have a stone spear. And we have our axe. Let's keep the spear out. And let's start moving in the direction of that town. Let's see now. Really quick. We have a journal. So we can go ahead and activate this. And this is what we've got so far, what we need to do. I've gathered the stone stick, and I have to craft a stone pickaxe, and that requires another stone. We need another stone blade, I believe. Let's grab another stick just for now. I really don't need those frogs just yet. A lot of sticks. Where the hell are the stones? I'm also got to be careful because the animals are, you know, I didn't make the animals. I didn't make any of the Vambies or the animals any tougher than they are. I just made them a lot more of them. So we're gonna come across those guys all over the place. And in the meantime, let's just take it slow. I want to make sure I don't see any Vambies. Let's grab a few stones. And what do we need for that stone pickaxe that they want me to craft? 1 stick, 1 stone blade, and 2 plant fibers. All right, so we need to make us a stone blade. We'll craft that. And let's craft the. Yes. All right. Now we've got that. And that's our number 3. And what else is the journal telling me to do? Build saw bench to make planks. All right. We're not going to do any of that until we get to where we're going to set up our base. I just wanted to have some weapons and stuff on hand. And if we find any vegetables growing along the way, we need to take those as well, because that's going to sustain us until we can get our base and stuff set up. I kind of want to go to the other shore over there. Let me just see. No, we don't. We want to go straight down. We'll just hug the coast, though. Because like I said, I think there are wandering Vambies. Maybe they don't, you know what? Actually, I don't think on the first day or so that they actually come out. But I could be wrong, and I don't want to prove myself wrong by coming across a whole bunch of Vambies right now. So we're going to still take it cautiously. You never know. And especially with this new update, you know, things may have changed. But I'll keep my eyes out for any growing vegetables and any Vambies. I already see an animal. That looks like a chicken. Let me get another stone, too. We're going to need some more of those, I think. Yep, there's a chicken. He went running. I'm not going to chase him. We need to learn. We need to get some skill points, dude. Because we need to be able to craft... there's a chicken. We need to be able to craft the drying racks for the meat, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, just so much we need to do. But I'm hoping by having our base inside this town that we're heading towards, we'll be able to find some technology pretty easily. As you saw in that thing in the beginning, I do have the Vambies set for, like, inside the town and the POIs, a max of 20. So there could be 20 Vambies swarming that town, and we're going to have to keep our eyes open if we're going to be living in there and moving around. I kind of want to get inside of one of the big buildings. It's going to be a task getting wood and planks and all that stuff back and forth. Here's a vegetable. We got a little piece of meat, but I don't think it's going to do us much good. We may be able to cook it and eat it that way. Find some carbs completed. That's another task. What else do we have? Are we supposed to be doing? ATV recovery technologies. As you saw on the map, I've got all the markers turned off. So you've got little X's, but that's the only indication. Oh, those are the mines, are the X's. The towns I have not. I do not have the towns marked. I kind of know where they all are anyway, but I wanted to be surprised when I find something, because I don't know if there's any new POIs as well. And that's going to be interesting to figure out or find out. And we'll just take it slow through here. We may need to cross this here to that island. Actually, that island wouldn't be a bad place to set up a base. Well, it's not really an island. You know, let's just follow the road. Or follow the shoreline. We need to make a shield, too. Let me see if I can make a shield. What does that take? Do I have the skills? Do I need a workbench? I see another animal right up ahead. The shield. What do you need? 3 planks? Oh, we need planks. And 25 iron fragments. All right. We don't have that yet. Yep. That was a peninsula. I just swam across there for no reason. But we're coming up on the entrance to that town. There's actually a town in front of that town. We should check in there, too. Wait a minute. Is this the right place? Yeah. We got to go further down this way. All right, what's our inventory look? Let's grab another stone. I don't want to take too much, because, like I said, we need to get those plants or saw benches built so we can put down chests and all that. What I'm thinking about doing is putting a saw bench. What is that right there? Right there. Looks like a weird-looking rock or a bunker. Could be a rock. But I'm thinking about putting a saw bench down, building a chest to put everything in, and then, like, running inside the building with the chest. That way I can place it down quickly. Yeah, what is that right there? Is that a well? I don't remember ever seeing this. Maybe I have seen something like this before. Okay. Can I get any? Can this do anything for me? No, just some decoration. Looks pretty cool, though. All right, where are we now? We are dangerously close to the road and that town. What the heck? Oh, I saw that red building. I was like, dude, did I find the truck already? Excuse me. I'm in no mood to... I'm in no position to get a truck working. However, it'd be nice to know where it is right off the bat. All right. I'm in no mood. I'm in no mood to die right now. Okay. There's a thick overgrown little forest here. We got this place coming up. I don't see any Vambies. I'm hoping I can maybe sneak in the outskirts of these buildings here and maybe find a quick technology, because on the new technology chart, there's a few new ones we need to learn. You know, like I said, we need the rack technology so that we can make dried meat. The mixer technology, we got a clay mixer. Rack technologies, yeah. Extractor, the barn technology, sink, greenhouse. Yeah, there's a lot that we need to learn. All right, so far I'm not seeing any Vambies. Oh, there's a bird. And like I said, I don't really want to take a whole bunch of stuff that I can't carry or have a place for at this moment, but I would like to take a look. Let's take the iron. We're going to need that, especially when we need to melt down iron ingots. That's going to help us right now. We're not going to take the gas. We just don't have any place for it. Definitely take the iron and the food. I'm not seeing... Oh, I got to take the mechanical parts. The lead and the sand, or the clay, I'm going to leave. We just can't take that right now. I I'm going to take this can. We may be able to make some coffee or tea if we find that stuff. Don't need bark chips. I'll take an egg. And a potato. I'll eat those if we really need them. I'm not even going to take the plastic. We just don't have any room for it right now. Look at that. Oh, I'm going to leave the lead too. But I can make 3 solid pieces of iron right there. That's freaking awesome. We can stack the can. And let me take those bone fragments. We may be able to make a bone spear. All right. And we got more houses. We got a pumpkin over here. Can I grab that? Well, so far I'm not seeing any Vambies. I'm just trying to be really cautious. And what's our food basket looking like? All right, it's getting a little full. We don't really need to eat. We have water on us. We got 5 MREs. And let's sneak over here and take a look at this barn. We did not see any tech in that garage. And this is the town we're going to be living in. Dude, this is going to be dangerous. I wonder if I can get in here. Like I said, I don't know if the Vambies are all populating these places on the first episode. Or the first, you know, when you first play, first episode. But I'm scared to trust that. All right, we'll leave that alone. I can check that house, too. Maybe if there are no Vambies, we can get a quick couple of technologies, I think. I'm going to leave the seeds. We'll take the egg. They don't take up much space. Here we go, green tea. We can make tea with those cans. Take another iron, another egg. Oops. Let me just take that. I'm not going to eat it. And coffee, yes. More coffee. And I'm going to take that coal, too, because we can use that for our fire. Really quick, I'm going to go ahead and make me 2 coffees with 2... Oh, I can only do 1. I'm sorry. 1 at a time. And then click max. So we'll take that, and we'll make both of those. That'll get them out of my inventory and put it over on this side. And now we got something more to drink. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and drink one of these now. All right. Got a little coffee buzz going. We got our thirst back a little bit. No technology in here. Let's check this house. Did we check that? Yep. I like to check those trucks too. I wonder if... No, I wonder if building my base in this house would be good. No, we're going to go inside one of those big buildings. We're going to make this interesting. As much as I want to take... You know, I see a technology. Let me take that liver. Let's get that tech. Well, I'll take the coffee too, but I want that tech. All right, we got our first tech page. And, of course, the first thing we're going to do is the rack. Rack tech. Learn. There we go. All right, we got our rack tech. Let's see how to make strawberry. See, I may turn that journal stuff off right now. But now we have the capability if we wanted to. I just want to make sure I've got it. Let's see. The others, we can make the drying rack tech obtained. All right, awesome. Let me take those nails, too. We're going to need those for the workbench. Unless they change the recipe, that is. We'll take the oil and another potato. I'm trying to see if there's any... we got room for that. No more eggs. No more eggs. I'm not going to take the cloth either. No more eggs. No biofuel. All right, let's look in here. I'm looking for particular stuff. Much as I'd like to take some of that stuff, I'm just not going to do it. I want the med kit. I want the med kit. Let's get rid of the fiber. We'll take that instead. We got room for coffee. We'll take that. All right, let's go. That's this house. We did find a tech. We found our first tech. We got the drying racks, and that's going to be important. All right, we searched the garage there. That's the back of the house, and there's nothing else in this part. And this is the outskirts of this big town. Okay. Ooh, look at this. This is new. There's like a Vambi crushed under the freaking wheels. That's pretty awesome. I like that. A note. Incident report. Month 28 week. This is new. Week 1, day 1. 0500 hours. The security team encountered 5 civilians. Camping equipment. No hazmat gear. Unaware of quarantine. A minor physical altercation ensued as subjects were detained. No company casualties. Detained individuals. Males 23. Female... These are the detained individuals. A male 23, female 21, male 22, female 22, and a male 24. Disposition, Colonel Weber authorized emergency testing protocol for the new specimens. Uh-oh. Handwritten note at the bottom, kids who got lost. A second pen note at the bottom lists directions to the testing site to the northeast. Ooh. I wonder if that's right. I remember when I had my base over here, there's a new facility over here. I bet you that's the testing facility. Oh, that's pretty cool. How much room do I have in my other backpack? I got a little bit of room. All right. I want to grab this vegetable. Okay. Yeah, it's new. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's almost kind of like giving it a story mode. I think that's what they're going towards. You know, they're trying to work on getting a story mode. All right. So if I just go inside one of these bases, or one of these buildings and say, that's my new base. I need a fragments too. I still gonna have to come out and chop trees down to make the workbench and saw bench and stuff. So this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go over here in this clump of trees, and we're gonna start setting up stuff for our base initially. Before we move into the town, because we're going to be living in these buildings. But first of all, I've got to get some of this other stuff done. So let's really quick, let's craft us. We need a saw bench. Saw bench. Yeah, let's build one of these here. And let's build 3 of these for now. And this is going to need 4 wood logs. All right, get our axe. And let's go to work with these little trees first. I'm keeping the big trees for right now because that provides shade. And I don't want to get sunburned. And I don't have any potato paste. So, we're going to chop the little ones down. And then use the shade from the big ones. And we'll get big ones further down. Actually, let me leave that one alone. Let's take one of these. Damn. Took more swings than I remember. But let's get this one done. Get that in there, and we'll do that. All right. Start getting some planks made so we can build a couple chests. There's 2 saw benches. And I can pick up that 1 log, but instead we're just going to go ahead and grab another tree. This is going to be fun. It's been like a year since I had a brand new start on this series, or on this game. Oh, looks like we dropped bark chips. That's alright. Let's get those 3, and these we're going to put all into the saw benches and put logs on them too. There we go. And we'll get all these turned into logs. There we go. And let's grab this one too. Don't leave any of them behind. Yeah, we'll stand here under the shade, and we'll leave these trees intact. Okay, so with that out of the way, let me build a chest. I just need to put something down so I can get this crap out of my inventory. Then we can go into the city here and try to find stuff. Let's see. Placeables, storage, chest. We're going to put you down right here. And we need 8 planks for that. I can't pick anything up. My inventory's full. All right, let's do this. Let me go to this car. I'm going to throw some stuff in here, and we'll come back and get it. Let me just make sure no Bambi's sneaking around. We need to make some rope and stuff like that, too. Let me get these out. Let's get that out, that. Oh, we had seeds. Let me get those stones out for right now, too. I just want to make sure this stuff I don't want to drop. Not yet. All right, we should be able to put some planks into our inventory now, and we'll come back and grab that. There's 6. We need 2 more. All right, nice. Now we'll get this stuff out. All that stuff out of our inventory. And as well as, you know, let me go ahead and eat. These spoil quicker, so let's eat both of those. And let's put the coffee over there, too. And I kind of need to make a campfire just so I can cook that stuff up. You know, that meat and all. Let's get all of this out. We'll just take it all. Probably need to build another chest, too, just to keep this. Because this thing is almost full. But let's get all these. And let me see if I can build a campfire, or if that's a possibility. Do I need tech for that? I hope not. Oh, hold on. Placeables. Oh, here it is. Campfire. 10 small stones, and, you know, actually we need a forge, too. 25 small stones. Let's build the campfire first. And let's put you right here. All right, and what do we need here? 10 small stones and 8 pieces of firewood. All right, let's take all the stones out. We'll pick some more up, too. That's not a problem. We got 5. 8 pieces of firewood. Where's my axe? We can get that, no problem. Let me stand here, and let me chop this tree down, and we'll turn this stuff into firewood. No, put that down, dude. Oh, we got no room. Crap. All right, hold on. Got 2 logs in there. Let me get some of this stuff out. Let's get the sticks out, too, and this. And let's get all these out. We need to be able to pick this stuff up. I need a bigger backpack, too, but that's a long time away. That's going back to the swamp and getting some crocodiles. All right, let's see if that's enough. Okay, we got 8 firewood in there. We need 5 more stones. Let's get our pickaxe. Let's go find us a rock. We'll chop that up. Here's one right here. That's clay. I'm still keeping an eye out around me while I'm doing stuff like this for Vambies. Let me just take all the stones that I can. And we'll save them as well. Actually, let me grab that log. No. While we're here. We'll get you back in the saw bench. Alright. Okay, fireplace is done. What I want to do now is place this and this on here. We need to cook these up so we don't waste them. And, hold on. Let's get some more firewood. We have that coal, but I might as well use these sticks up. That way we're not wasting them either. Okay, let's see if this works now. Here's 5. Let's just put 5 into here. Good enough. And light you up. All right, awesome. We can also purify water. There's really no nearby water source unless I run back. Well, there's actually a river right behind us. We just got to go through that Vambi village there to get to it. But that's fine. You got some meat cooking up. We need to make the drying rack, but we're going to need a... Another thing we're going to need really good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick all this stuff up and move them into buildings once we're ready to move in there. But we can't... There's no trees nearby, so I cannot be running in and out of town to grab 3 logs at a time. It's just going to take forever. So we're going to start here and then move inside. Let's build us... No, not that, dude. Let's see here. Others, let's get a small forge going. And if it rains, we'll need to put a roof or something on here. Uh-oh. Just won't let me place it. I think it's got to be on a platform. Damn. All right, let's build a platform. I knew something like that was coming. We're going to need one for a bed anyway. Let's put you here. And we're just doing this to have some place. We need 6 planks, 4 logs. There's our planks. And we need 4 logs. Yeah, a lot of this beginning of this episode is going to be us getting set up. We really need to get this stuff set up. And I got to check on those pieces of meat. All right, meat is done. Let's take you out and you out. That way I don't have to lose any of this. Matter of fact, we're going to eat the liver now. And we're going to eat that cooked meat. It's going to hurt our thirst a little bit, but if we eat these cucumbers, we'll get some of them back and we'll get this out of our inventory. Nice. And matter of fact, while we're here, let me drop the potatoes off. They got a while before they expire, 11 hours. And even these have like 7 or 8 hours, so we'll get those out too. All right, we need another log. Let's grab another tree. All right, 3 more logs. Let's get you in here. There we go. And let's get you guys over there. And now we can put the forge down, I believe. Oop, placeables. That's what we're looking for. There we go. Let's get you right here. Actually, we're going to get you here on the corner because we may need to move that campfire up here. If it starts raining, we'll put a roof on this. And for here, we need 25 stones. We did take all the stones. Oh, we didn't take them out of there. Okay, we got 10 already in there. Because this is going to allow us to get some meat drying. You know, if I can catch some frogs. Oops, wrong one. If I can catch some frogs, if I get this done, I can place. You know, I need 1 iron ingot to make a drying rack. So I can melt down those iron pieces that I got, get the iron ingot, and then we can go out looking for frogs and come back and put them on the drying rack, and then we'll have meat. You know, then that part will be solved. But it's critical to get this stuff done first. All right, that is done. Now with the forge in here. Let's do this. See, I hear a frog already. Let me grab a couple pieces of iron. Let's grab the lump of coal, not the seeds, dude. Let's get the fiber out, too. Let's see here. Yep, so we get 2 solid pieces of iron by melting these down. Get some coal in here, and we'll light you up. Okay, that is done. Let's put this... It doesn't have much longer to burn. We're just going to leave that go. All right, we got our iron here. Let's build down... Let's put down the blueprints for the drying rack. And for right now, we're going to put you right here. And like I said, we need an iron ingot, 2 rope, and 8 sticks. Let's grab 5, 6, 7 sticks right there. We have enough sticks. There's all 8 of them. We'll get the rest of them out. And we need, let's take our fiber. No, dude, the fiber. See how much rope we can... Oh, you know what? We need a workbench. Damn it. All right, let's build a workbench. That's the next thing we got to do. Here we go, workbench. 10 nails. Well, that's another reason. We'll need a freaking anvil too. All right, let's get that done. 10 nails, 10 planks. We have 2 nails. We're gonna go into the town before we go any further on this stuff here. Let's just get these done. These are almost done. I want to put this out as well. Then we're gonna go try to go into the town because I need to find more nails and more resources. We can get more solid pieces of iron that'll prevent us from having to craft a whole bunch of stones into fragments. All right, there we go. We got our ingots. Let's put the fire out. We don't want to waste that. It only takes a drop. And let's put an ingot into here. So that's already done. And we don't need an ingot here. We just need planks and nails. We can make 10 nails with this iron ingot, but we need an anvil. And to make an anvil, you need like 10 freaking iron ingots. So let's leave that there for now, for the moment. We cleared out our inventory mostly. We're going to make some more chests too, because this is getting full. But let's get that out, and that back out. And what's in our... the other side here, just an egg. Okay, good. All right, we're gonna leave. Like I said, we're gonna leave that other fire going. Let's get into here and see if we can find anything. I'm still on the lookout for Vambies. Like I said, I may get lucky and not have them here right now on this first episode or this first place. 3 more nails. We'll take the fire or the Kevlar as well. We got food, cooked bacon too. I could just eat it. We're even gonna take the feathers. Look at 2 more mechanical parts, dude. That's freaking awesome. Those are hard to come by too. I'll need them later, so I'm going to take them now. The other stuff I'm not going to touch. All right, those are all searched, empty. No technology in here. And what I'm thinking about doing for my base is, what the hell? There's like a high-rise building on the other side of this. And it's like a building like that right there, but it's on the other side. That's where I think we're going to set our base up as. Let's see if we can get some more nails. We got 3. We need 5 more nails. I'll take some green tea as well. Take a dead seagull. Nobody walking around there. It's too bad you can't get up on the roof of these things. Like, get me up there. Save me. And we got a storm already. Let's check this car. I'm not going to take the biofuel right now. We just don't have any use for biofuel at the moment, and I know I'm going to get a lot of that later, so I'm just going to leave that alone. All right, please don't be a Vambi in here. I see more tech. Oh, I thought I saw tech, dude. I was getting excited. Let me take that. Let me take these, too. If we get full, we'll just go back and drop off. I'm not going to take that stuff. Another solid piece of iron. We'll take that. I hear another more iron. We're going to need that, too. We may make an anvil. We may need to. I'm not going to take any of the clay or any of that stuff. All right, no technology in here. That's another building that we've searched. Let's look over here. That little fog is making it's going to make it tough to see around corners if there's any Vambies walking around. Right now, I don't see any. That building right there, I think, is where we're going to have our base. Because I have an idea for the outside of that. That's where we should have went to. Because now we got to run through this whole freaking town and move our stuff. Come on, Mist. You're making it hard for me to look down the road. I see Vambi walking around. All right, there are Vambies here. I got to be cautious. All right, that's not good. They are here on day 1. I'm not going to take that. I'll take the cloth. We already have some. Rope. We do need rope. Let me take 2 of those. Because we needed rope in order to complete that one task. We need 3 rope, though. If I find another rope, that'll even be better than the nails, because then I won't need the workbench right away. I'll still need it, just not right this second. Although I would like to make some spiked barricades. Here's that Bambi coming. And there's a deer over there. Let me go this way. Ooh, bottle of water. Let me take that. And we don't need the gas right now. Damn, Bambi, why are you coming over here? I hope there ain't none behind me when I go back. I'll take some more tea or coffee. Let me take a peek around this corner. I don't see any Bambis. I want to get inside one of these stores. Crap, you can't go in that door. Crap. One of these doors do open. No, ain't none of those so far. There we go. Let's get inside. Is that technology? Oh, dude. I was like, dude, just tech on the floor. Look at that. Oh, I can't take it. I can take the little med kit. I can't take the big one. All right, let's hold on and taking anything else. Is that a mechanical part? There's 4 of them. Holy crap. All right, we can fit that in. Okay, we got... I'll take the fragments, too. We could use those. Let me just see if there's certain items that I can take. Oh, man, look at these freaking animal hides. Oh, I gotta come back for that stuff. 5 Kevlar? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take another fragment. Look at all the food. Oh, dude. Veggie mixes? Oh, man. I hope this stuff doesn't spoil. Meat stew. Water bottles. We already have 1 water bottle. Let me do this. Let me take the meat stew. Let me take the bacon pie. I'm not going to take the potato mix yet. I don't want that stuff to spoil. Corn. Small rations. Dude. We got 2 more small rations here. Oh, that is awesome. The salads we're going to leave for right now. Oh, this is awesome. This could solve our food problems. Is this technology? No. You know, later on, if we're like hurting for food, we can always come back here, hope that stuff respawns. Is that a weapons rack? Dude, there's a freaking wooden shield and a crossbow and an iron axe. Hold on, hold on. I did not expect any of this stuff to be in the store. All right, hold on. Let's take our stone axe. We're going to drop you. We can make a new one of those. I'd rather have the iron axe. And we got a crossbow. Holy crap. Dude, we got a freaking iron axe. Look at this. And it's in good condition. All right. Maybe I can find an iron spear. Or a steel spear, whatever they call them. Okay, rope. We got more rope. We got enough rope. We could be able to craft that thing we wanted. I'm just going to see if there's anything else in here. Any more nails? Or any technology laying around. Look, there's clothing items. Oh, you can't take those. Oh, it's empty. I forgot you could check the registers, too, for money. Another nail. Okay, we've got 4. We needed 5 altogether. Okay. Dude, this store is awesome. And this is only the first one. That's why I want to live in this town. Because look at all the times we can come back and just keep looting these stores. We just have to dodge a whole bunch of Ambis. Electronic part. Let me get the wire out. I want to take that instead. Matter of fact, maybe we can take that too. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, yeah. And we can take more feathers. I think that's it. We need to get the hell out of here. What time is it? It's 9:28 p.m. Oh, crap. We got to get out of here. I don't have time to search anything else. Let's just go quietly down this way. There's a whole other store we didn't get to yet. Another side of it. Let me just make sure I know Bambi's around. All right. Okay. Our first excursion in this town was a success. We did not fight any Bambis. We saw one, but he was off in the distance. Let's get back to our little place here. I need a bed, too, if I'm going to sleep for the night, which is going to stink. So here we need a 3 rope. Or 2 rope. Now we got our drying rack done. And I don't have anything to hang on there, but, dude, we got meat stew. We got bacon pie. Oh, man, that's freaking awesome. Look at my thirst. Let's take a drink. And now that's empty. We got 3 more water bottles, though. All right, let me see here. We still got 3 rope. I don't really have anything to squeeze into here. We got 4 nails. I think we needed nails for here. Yeah, we still need 4 more. Damn, for the workbench. All right, let's see if I can build a bed, because we need to be able to sleep through the night. So let's do... 6 planks. Let's get you right here. We need 6 planks. I got no friggin' room. All right, we need another bench, which we don't have room for that either. Let's get this out, this. I can stack them. Okay. Now, I should be able to take some planks. There's 2. There's 4. And this should be 6 right here. We got a shield, too. That's pretty awesome. Because I was... Oh, I didn't mean to sleep, but you know what? We'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, I didn't want to have to craft that shield because it took so many fragments. All right, 6 a.m. We're probably getting thirsty again. Damn it. Our food is okay. Matter of fact, let me eat... Spoils in 3 minutes and 55... 3 hours and 55 minutes. Let me eat that. Oh, it took down my thirst. Let me eat a bottle... I'll drink a bottle of water. All right. Doesn't provide too much, but you know it's better than nothing. All right, so we got that done. We're still working on this. Wow. Let's get a pumpkin. And let me save those seeds. Get them over there. And we need to make another chest. So let's do that because we're running out of room already. We need to make a lot of stuff, dude. But so far the series is a success. Although I don't want to pat myself on the back too much because it can all turn around in a heartbeat. Let's try out our new steel or iron axe. And with it being morning time, yeah, that's nice and easy. That chopped down fast. That's awesome. The only problem is I have no way to repair it, so it's like a one-time use thing. And when it's gone, well, I mean, we'll save it. I'll make a rack if it starts getting too bad. And what we'll do is we'll just put it in the storage chest until we have the capability to repair it. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, bark chips. Hold on. Let's get you out. There's 6. No, dude. There we go. 8. All right, let's get this stuff out. We don't need to carry that around, and it's taking up room. So now we got another storage chest just for some stuff to get out of the way. Let's get you in there. And we got 2 med kits, and we got a bunch of food here. That's awesome. Let me eat these pumpkins so they don't go bad. Give me a little bit of thirst. And we got to do something about water now, too. We got the water bottles, but that is it. And I also want to build onto here this shelter. So I want to do a couple shelters. I want to do one right here. Actually, can I do one on top of this platform? I want to do one like over top of this so that it protects the forge. And one that protects the campfire. And we need 4 logs for each one of these. Yeah, 2 chops. That's awesome. I just want to get this set up so we have protection from the rain. Now, the Vambi swarms are turned on. They're every 5 to 10 days randomly. And with a max Vambi account of 20 in the swarm. So if we don't have some place set up for us coming up in the first, and by day 5, we're going to need to find some place to hide or set up spike barricades because we got to do that too. But we need the workbench in order to make more rope so we can make those spikes. Let's get you on there. Let me grab those other logs really quick. Let's get these back into these workbenches too. Does this need any logs? No, just a bunch of planks. So 6 or... Oh! Dude! I thought he was freaking... Man, I thought it was a wolf or bear coming at me. Oh my gosh. Alright, hold on. You guys are freaking me out. Okay, there's 8 planks. I can't get those 2 planks right there. There we go. Alright, we got 10 planks in there. We need nails. What I need to do right now... Let me see my inventory. Okay, it's just not the bark chips. Let's get those out. And the fiber. We'll save that stuff. Actually, I can't get the fiber out. It's 50 right there. Alright, we got more here. I kind of need to go back into town and find that place where we're going to set up our base. I'm hoping that I can maybe find a flask. You know, that'll allow me to craft water. Because we're gonna have to go get water and stuff. Oh, I need a rain bucket. That's what I need. I forgot about that. That's how we get our water. Let me do that. And that way, if it rains again, we'll have this thing full. So let's see here. Rain bucket. That's another thing I keep forgetting about. Others. Where's your rain catcher bucket? Here it is. 6 planks. Let's put you right here. Actually, we'll put it... No, I can't put it there. It's not going to get any water. We'll put it right here. That's fine. 6 more planks. I remember when those things used to take iron ingots. Oh, here we go. That's our 6 planks. I'm trying to conserve my axe as much as I can. Dear, you better freaking leave or I'm going to hang you up on my drying rack. If he comes back, I'll take a swing at him. Damn it. Come on back here. See, I don't want to run too far. Maybe he'll come back. Come on back over here, dude. If I can get this dude... Oh, I need a butcher's table. What am I talking about? I can't freaking get him. That's another thing I need. See, I've played this... I haven't played the beginning part of this game in so long. I'm forgetting the stuff I need to do. All right, we got a wash tub. That way we'll collect water and we don't have to run to a river to do that. I should get 2 of those going, but for right now, that's good. I want to go set up my, part of my base inside that building, but we're not ready to go in there yet, like I said. In the meantime, we're going to take all... As you see, got more rope. We're going to need that. We need to make some spike barricades, so we're going to need that rope. Let's see what we got in here. I'm not going to take the fiber. More nails. Good. We need the nails, and the rest of the stuff we'll leave alone. I'll take more cans, more oil. Oil I'll take because it's easy to carry. And the coffee I'm going to take because I'm going to make that too. We get thirsty. Matter of fact, we are thirsty. Let's see if we can make some more of these coffees. Here we go. We got a tin and a tea. We'll craft that. We'll drink it. We got our thirst back, and we got our can back too, so I can make another one. And we'll just hold on to that right now. So if we get thirsty again, or our thirst gets low, we can make more coffee, more tea. I'll take a potato. We'll eat that stuff if we need to. Look at all these boxes. Okay, we need all this. Another can. Yeah, see, coming in here and starting my base, this is as dangerous as it is. I think it's a good idea. Because look at all the resources laying around. We could just come back. It'll respawn. We'll come back and get more. I mean, realistically, you wouldn't be able to search it but one time. But I want the loot to respawn. Oh. Ooh. Kind of scared me for a second. The garage door opened up. Look at these. All right, let's keep taking stuff. I'm still not going to take... No, I don't want the bones. Still not going to take any clay or anything like that yet. We're just not ready for it. I will take some more coal, though. It just makes it easier to burn. And it fills the thing all the way up. All right, we've got feathers back at our base. We'll start taking the biofuel. I'll take the wire since we have a spot for that. And I don't know what's out this door. We'll take a quick peek. All right, no vambies. Yeah, that building right there is where we're going to set our base up at. Ooh, we got more chests in here. Let's close you up. Will this thing close? Yes. I want to be able to search these in peace. Okay, we got some screws. Still looking for a few more nails. Dude, I want to look, but these door openings make me nervous. Let me make some room here. I want to take those. I want to take those mechanical parts when I find them. Yeah, right there. Then we can stack the coffee. An electronic part I'd like to get too. Let's swap them for that. All right, we're almost out of room. Let's go back and drop this stuff off. We'll go this way. Cut through the building. All right, I don't see nobody walking around. We are clear here. There's so many buildings to search to. Okay. All right, let's see what we can get out of here. Let's get that out. Get that. The rope. We got 8 rope. Not bad. Okay, let's get these out. And the screws we don't need. The nails we can put in here. Still need 2 more nails. And we got our water basin. Let's see if we can build some spikes. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I want those vegetables. And we're going to save the seeds, too. Get them over there. All right, let me see. Let's build a few spikes because we can carry these around town too to help us. But for right now, let's put one there, one there. We're just going to make 4 for right now because I don't think we have nearly enough rope to do all that stuff, and with our workbench not being done. There's one rope, one rope, one rope, one rope. All right. With the workbench not being done yet, we can't make any new rope. So we can need sticks. We'll take all those out, and I don't think I have any more sticks. All right, we need more sticks and logs. Let's go, let's get our axe. Let's grab a few more logs. We'll grab some sticks here, too. See, I told you I don't want to waste those other sticks because I'm using them all. Let's just keep our head on a swivel here. For any Vambies that may be wandering around. They may be in that town now, too. I was lucky I got in there to find that tech. All right. All right, we just need one more stick and a log. Let's take some sticks there. Let me get a log right here. Take all 3 of those, and we'll grab the rest of these sticks up. Okay. And that way, at least if we got a Vambi nearby, we got something to hide behind to slow them down. Okay, that's done. The rest of these we're going to put onto here. And let's get those other sticks back out. Get that out, and that out, and that out. And all right, we're almost full on our... Oh, this is full, too. Let me eat these. They spoil quicker. Let me eat one of these potatoes. And an egg. Let's drink a coffee. Yep, got my thirst back. And we can make more of that stuff, too. We got another can on us. Let's go ahead and make... we got some coffee here. Oop, wrong one. There we go. I just want to keep that stuff on me so I got something to drink. Matter of fact, let me get those water bottles out. And let me get the rations. We need to make a place for those. There we go. I don't want to carry those rations around. And we're going to... This got 3 hours. We got time for that. That's got 1 hour and 30 minutes. Come on, dude. Get up there. All right. Our 2 chests are almost full. Now, let's take this. Let's go back into town. And let's go continue working on these buildings here. I still would like to get, like I said, I would like to get some more nails. But we got our spikes now, or some spikes. So that's going to help us stay alive. All right. We'll just stop you right here. And we'll search all these. Solid piece of iron. Definitely need that. Now let's go check the store out. I'm not ready to take the lead and stuff like that yet. Maybe there's no technology in this city. And if that's the case, then we're going to have to go out to the other towns. But that I'm okay with that too. No money. Oh, there we go. We got 11 coin. That's our first money right there. 11. I need to go back to that store where all the food was. You know, those stores there. But we got these buildings coming up, too. And this apartment building is freaking huge. Let me get that, Hold on. Let me put you down. We're going to put him on the drying rack for more meat. I don't see nobody in here. Let's take the oil. We already got some of that. There we go. 3 more nails. We can make the workbench without having to craft nails or an anvil yet. That's awesome. Take more oil. Leave the sand. And I'm going to start taking the plastic too. We are going to need those. There we go. Another tin. Okay, let's get our spike. Let's check these stores here. I see a lot of boxes. Don't see any other Vambies nearby. Let's put you here. Okay. All right. A lot of boxes here. Let's watch them all be empty. Come on, dude. I was kidding. Nothing there. No. Got 11 more coin. That was empty. That's empty. No technology? No. I'm going to leave. You know, let me take the seeds. We are going to need that stuff. I want to build a refrigerator like that. That looks freaking awesome. We'll take a little bit more cloth. Yeah, we'll take the coffee in tins also. Alright, there actually wasn't too much in here. Alright, this is what we're going to do. Episode is starting to run long. Let's get back. What I'm going to probably do for the first horde battle, probably the next episode, I'm going to build as many. Since we have the workbench crafted now, I can make rope. I mean, since we're going to be able to craft the workbench. And I want to surround myself up against this wall here with a bunch of spiked barricades. And that way when the first Vambi horde attacks me, I'll have some defenses against them until we can move into the city, further in. Matter of fact, I should start moving my stuff. You know, since we have this stuff crafted, I want to see if I can. So, because I don't even know if it'll let me put this stuff down inside the buildings. I'm not even thinking about that. But really quick, let's get you out, and we don't have any room for the plastics and stuff. We can get that out. Let's get those out. That's full, dude. All right, we got 3 nails. There's our workbench, and we can make more rope with this. All right, let me try this. Not the saw benches. Let me try, there's nothing really I'm ready to move. I mean, our chests. We can move a chest, but I'd rather move an empty one, because these are the items that we're going to be using when we're, you know, when we're working right here. Matter of fact, let me take the drying rack. We'll put that inside. And let me see if I can get to that building. I shouldn't do this. I should have just ended the episode. But let me see if I can get this drying rack into the building that I want to go, and it's going to be, and see if I can set it up in there. I got to keep my eye out, though. If I see Vambis, I'm not even going to get close to them. Hopefully they don't see me, because they don't make any noise when they come up behind you. Before, they used to sit there and scream, like, whatever it was. And and you'd like, oh, crap, here comes a Vambi, you know. But now they just hit you. I kind of want to go. See, there's that Vambi walking in the street again. All right, let's go this way. Please don't let there be any Vambis walking around in here. I want to get around all these buildings. Let's go out towards the road a little bit. Or is that there's the water source. You know, we can always come over here and get water. What the hell is that? Another deer. All right, 2 deer. I'm okay with the deer. At least the wolves howl, too, when you get close. All right, let's get around this building. Let's take a look at this intersection here. Let me put this down just so I don't lose it. In case I got to run. We want to get into that building right there. Let's see. Because I could drive my truck. Yeah, this is going to be awesome over here. I just hope I can put this stuff inside. That's what I'm worried about. There's a door here. Let's go this way. Come on, dude. Pick you up. Oh, come on. It won't let me put it in here? Oh, that stinks. I wonder if I can build a platform. Let me go all the way to the top. I want to try something. I want to go all the way to the roof. Oh, dude. This is where my base is going to be. Oh, I can't put this down anywhere. All right, let me cancel that. It should be right outside the door. Let me see if it's possible for me to build. No, there's not. Dude, come on. Well, I guess, let me cancel that out. We cannot build inside the buildings, which is what I was going to try to do. I was going to build up top here and use the building itself also for my base. Put spike barricades on stairs, because the Vambis can't really get to you unless they come through a door. And it'd be awesome. I'd be protected. But it doesn't look like that's going to be a possibility. However, we may still be able to utilize these buildings. Let me just make sure ain't nobody out there walking around. By building out here. You know what I mean? And just put like walls across here. And just build up. Yeah, we may have to do that. I don't think we can put stuff up on the top, though. At least not yet. Let me try something really quick. Let me see if I can build another platform. See, I can build the platforms here. Let's adjust the height a little bit. Let's get you down to like floor level. And if I build this one, I mean, it'll let me do it here. Oh, you know, I can do it in here. Let me see something. If I put this in the corner, I wonder if I build this, if I can put stuff on top of it. That may be a possibility, but we need logs and planks. Oh, no. What do we need for the platform? Do we need planks for this damn thing? 6 planks. Damn it. All right. I know I said we're going to wrap the episode up, but I want to try this. I want to see if this works. So let's get some... let's go grab a saw bench, and then I'll come back and get these trees. And we got our rack over, our drying rack over there. Matter of fact, I should have put that meat on it. Start that stuff drying. Well, let's go around the outskirts here so we don't trigger any Vambies. Keep our stamina good. All right, I found a shortcut through there from here. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Dude, that's what I'm worried about. All right, let's let that build back up. We need to take one of our saw benches with us and any planks that we may have in here. I got a little bit of room in my inventory. Let me drop some of this stuff off really quick. Stuff that we can. No, we can't put anything in there. How about over here? All right. Let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 more, but let's grab one of the saw benches. Let's see if we can get that back over into that building. Okay. All right, we're back to the street. We can still use this. Can we put this inside? Maybe it's just the drying racks. No, it's all this crap. All right, let's put you here. And we got some planks on us. We'll go grab some logs. I just want to test. This is a test right here. I guess I could have built it anywhere, but I guess if it works there, I mean, we could turn this whole thing into our base. This bottom floor. You know, we can close the doors, put barricades maybe if the floor thing works. All right, let me get some logs. All right, we needed a few more planks, so let's put 1 there, and let's put 2 into here. Okay, we need 2 more logs. Let me do this really quick, too. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait, because I think the meat has to be dry before you can pick the rack up. I think. So I'm afraid to place that on there. I won't be able to test my theory. Let's just grab this really quick, and let's get that platform done. Oh, crap. Damn. All right, that should be good. Matter of fact, let me do this. Just in case. All right, that is done. Now, let me see if we can move that drying rack over here. Because if that's the case, maybe I can build these on the next floor up. All right, that doesn't work there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's get you down. Let's get some meat on there. And let's start that drying. Awesome. We're inside, and we can go out this door, too. I think the Vambies can open these doors up, but maybe I can put, like, if I build more platforms, I could put something like a wall right here, and they can't come through. Dude, this is awesome. We could be inside of here. Look, we got all this stuff in here to loot. I mean, it's not too much in this area. You know, this is not a big room, but it's big enough for me to start setting my base up, and then we got all upstairs. I wonder if I can build a platform in here. Let me try one thing really quick. We tried upstairs, you know, downstairs. I mean, up top it wouldn't work. It's only down here on this bottom floor. All right, but see, what I could do is I can snap that into there and do it like this. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. We do all these. And this is going to be our future base with stuff on the outside. We're going to have a bunch of trash in our area, but it's a start. Yeah, see all that? We can build all these floors, put stuff on them, build walls off of these, divide it up. We can put walls here, or put more floor sections here, all the way to this door. Because now I can take this, Let's take those. Let's move you. Just for now. Put you right here. Matter of fact, let's put those 2 planks into here. All right. Well, let me close these doors up. It is raining, but we're nice and dry in here. This is awesome. I wanted to be up on the roof, but this is the next best thing. So either way, we're going to wrap it up right here for our very first episode of the new series. This is our town build, or whatever we're going to call it yet. I'm not sure. It'll be in the title, but you'll see what it is. But either way, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.